Hello all, welcome to this course Control System Engineering. So this is the first unit in the course. So the unit 1 is about system components and their representation. So let us see the definition of control system first. Now, what is a control system? A system which consists of number of components connected together to perform a specific function in which the output is controlled by the input. So the system has to perform a specific function, okay, and the output has to be controlled by the input. So for the controlled input we'll get the controlled output. So we have two types of systems. Now the first type of system is the open loop system. In the open loop system we denote the input by R of t and the output by C of t. So when an R of t is given, the system will give the output C of t. So that is the simplest control system or open loop system. Now as you can see in this, there is no connection between the output and the input except through the system. So for example, the systems that we use in normal day-to-day lives are open loop systems. For example, fan or a washing machine, where a simple input is given for the required output. So these are open loop systems where there is no control between the output and input. Now what are the advantages of this open loop control system? It is simple and economical, it is easier to construct, and it is very much stable. But what are the disadvantages? They are inaccurate and changes in the output are not controlled automatically. Now this is where your closed loop control system come into picture. So if you want to control the output automatically based on what is the output that is obtained, so we have to go for the closed loop systems. But open loop systems are very much useful in simple applications since they are very much economical and easier to construct. So let's go for the next type of system, which is closed loop control system. So for a closed loop control system, we have some extra components other than the open loop system. So where we have the controller, feedback element, and the error detector in addition to the open loop system that we saw in the previous open loop system block diagram. So here also the input is R of t, but it is shown as a reference input and it gives the output C of t, but the output is connected to the input by means of a feedback element to an error detector. So the error detector will find the difference between the reference input and the feedback element, and the difference or the error is used by the controller to change the output. Okay, so this is how a closed loop system works, and this type of system can be seen in an automobile or a car that we drive normally, where when we drive a car we put on the accelerator, and when the car goes above specific speed we put on the brake. So the brake can be given said as the feedback element that controls the car. So that is a simple example of a closed loop system. So what are the advantages of a closed loop system? It is very accurate, it is less affected by noise. And what are the disadvantages? They are complex and costly because it has got more number of elements, and the feedback reduces the overall gain of the system. So the feedback of the system of the closed loop system is the gain of system is less compared to the gain of the open loop system. And finally, the stability is a major problem. Now this is a major area of study which we'll be seeing in future chapters. Okay, so what we have seen so far is the introduction to control systems, open loop system and closed loop system. Thank you.